Today's lesson has to do with introduction to the unit circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share with you the objectives. Students will be able to understand the trig functions on the unit circle and their use. Key vocabulary words is unit circle, trig functions on a unit circle, standard position, and reference. This is considered to be a unit circle. You notice that it has a radius of 1, and it actually rotates 360 degrees or more. And so the angle that is made with, we have an initial side. This could be your initial side. And this is your terminal side. This will be considered to be called theta. So this is a unit circle. So you need to think about a point. This is the point that's right here. And we're saying that that's xy. And remember that this is theta. And here is the triangle that is made. We have the y direction. We have the x direction. And this is a right triangle. So for example, if you want to find sine of theta, it's going to be the opposite, which is y, over the hypotenuse, which is r. So remember, this is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, remember cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine adjacent is x, and the hypotenuse is r. Tangent, remember tangent is opposite over adjacent. And now we have what we call the reciprocal functions. We have secant theta, which is going to be the reciprocal of cosine, which is hypotenuse over adjacent. Cosecant is going to be the reciprocal of sine, which is equal to the hypotenuse over the opposite. And of course, cotangent is going to be the reciprocal of tangent, which is going to be adjacent over opposite. Consider this problem. It says the point 3, 4 lies on a circle, making an angle theta. Find the values of the trig functions of theta. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw your y-axis and then your x-axis. And of course, we're going to say we're starting at the origin, 1, 2, 3, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called theta. From here to here is 3. From here to here is 4. And remember that the hypotenuse is the longest side, and this is 3, 4, 5. So now we're going to find the 6 trig functions. In this case, we have sine of theta. And remember the mnemonic statement that I asked you to memorize. So, ka, toa. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent. So therefore, sine of theta, opposite of theta is 4 over 5. Cosine of theta is adjacent, which is going to be 3 over 5. And then tangent of theta is going to be opposite over adjacent. Now remember the reciprocal functions. We're going to start with cosecant. cosecant theta, which is going to be the reciprocal 4 over 5, which is going to be 5 over 4. Cosine theta, the reciprocal is secant theta. So it's not 3 over 5, it's going to be 5 over 3. And then the reciprocal function for tangent is cotangent theta, which is 3 over 4. So I found all 6 trig functions. And here is the solution for the previous problem. And we did match. They figured out r, x squared plus y squared. So r is the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared equals the square root of 25, which is 5. We have sine of theta, cosine of theta, tangent, and then cotangent, cosecant, and secant theta. Okay? We're going to be talking about standard position. An angle is in standard position if the vertex of the origin and the one ray is on the positive x-axis. The ray on the x-axis is called the initial side. The other ray is called the terminal side. The two angles having the same terminal side are known as coterminal angles. So, for example, we have this angle, which is 120. And then the coterminal angle is the one angle that's going in the opposite direction, which is negative 240. So from the initial side to the terminal side, going counterclockwise, yes, going counterclockwise is 120. The coterminal angle is negative 240. The reference angle. A reference angle is an acute angle formed by the terminal side of a given angle and an x-axis. Reference angles can appear in all 4 quadrants. So for example, this is 120 degrees. This is 120 degrees. So its reference angle is the angle that's made with the x-axis. So this is considered to be the reference. There's a reference angle. So you notice that 60 plus 120 gives you 180.